In this video, I'm going to give you the top 11 apps for worship leaders to better streamline your workflows, organize your life, and better communicate with your team. Let's get into it. If you're new to the channel, my name is Alex Infiege, and I'm the founder of Worship Ministry Training, an online platform that has helped thousands of worship leaders build healthy, excellent, and organized ministries. And also, I've been a worship pastor in churches of 100 all the way up to 10,000 people. And so let's dive into my favorite apps for leading my ministries. Here we go. All right, the first app is the trusty Voice Memos app on iPhone or whatever your Android counterpart is. But this app is wonderful because it allows you to simply say, hey, does this key work for you? And record the song. And I love to send these sample recordings to my singers before I finalize my set. So the Voice Memos app is great for that, as well as obviously capturing song ideas and any other, verbal communication you want to send to your people. Voice Memos is number one on the list. Number two, my next favorite app is Things 3. This is an Apple only app, but my Android favorite counterpart or Windows counterpart is TickTick. So if you don't have an Apple product, you can use TickTick instead. They do the same thing, but I love Things 3 for keeping my life organized. You can create lists, you can create recurring tasks. So for today, you can see all my tasks. I love how smooth the animations are. You can drop a new task here and you can do the same here and whatever. So I love Things 3 for staying organized. Without a to-do list, without a plan, your life will fall apart. So if you're looking for a solid to-do list, Things 3 is my top choice. The third app for worship leaders is Microsoft Teams, or if you don't have Microsoft for your organization, I recommend Slack, or if you don't have Slack, you can also just use something like WhatsApp. But the point is, you want to have a dedicated place for group communication or service communication. This is for your actual services. So we use Microsoft Teams for our production. You can see I have it pinned up here. And so anything going on in the service, we just say, hey, can we change that slide? And you press send and the whole production team gets it. I also have one for sermon quotes. So the person who chops up our sermon quotes, I say, hey, that's a good quote. Let's grab that. But basically any in-service communication where you need to communicate to a group of people, I recommend Microsoft Teams or Slack, or there's other apps like GroupMe or WhatsApp. But you need some sort of communication app for your services specifically to hit everybody in a moment of panic or something like that. Okay, so Microsoft Teams is the third app for today. The next app is Band, the Band app. Now it's not musical band, it's band like, a band of brothers, a band of people. And it's this green app right here. And I love this app because it's basically like a private Facebook group. It's completely free to use. It's very powerful. You can create events for your team and everybody can RSVP for those events. You can send private chats to different groups or an individual. I used to use it to send my set notes every week for my worship sets. It gives people reminders of other team members' birthdays. You can actually even have shared checklists. So if you have some sort of group project for your worship team, there's so much you can do with the Band app, and you can create extra groups besides your main sanctuary groups. You can have your kids worship ministry group in there. You can have all sorts of different groups in the Band app. And again, it's completely free. And I would use this as the primary communication channel for my worship ministry. So I would say, hey guys, I'm not going to be sending emails. I'm going to send all communication in the Band app. So please check the app, okay? And that kind of separates, the madness of email communication into its own primary communication channel. So if you're looking for a way to streamline communicating with your team, I would encourage you to check out the Band app. All right, number 5, my favorite Bible app is called New Bible. I'm sorry if Craig Rochelle's watching this. I'm sorry, I don't like the Bible app. It's too crowded. It's got too many videos in it. It's got too many things popping around. I just want to read the Bible, okay? So my favorite Bible app is called New Bible. It's this red icon here. And it's just really clean. You can swipe to the chapter that you want to go to and boom. And then you can slide over here and you can drag to another chapter if you need to jump around. And I just really like the interface. It's simple, it's clean, it's easy to read. You can highlight stuff and there you go. You can even copy it. So I really like New Bible. Not a lot of people know about it, but it's my favorite Bible for simply Bible reading. All right, number 6 app is Planning Center. How can we forget about Planning Center? The best app for planning your services, scheduling your team, keeping things organized. Right here, the green app services, and you can jump into your service. You can see your order of service, the songs. You can drag things around in different orders. You've got a media player so you can play your songs. Where is that? Right here. So you can practice along, your team can practice, you can upload your chord charts, your resources. Everything is there in Planning Center. You can see if anybody has declined for your team. No, we've got a full team. So Planning Center services, obviously, this has got to be on the list for top apps for worship leaders. All right, number 7 is Pocketcast. This is my favorite podcast player. And listen, leaders are learners. So if you are a worship leader who wants to be serious about leading your team, you need to be learning. You need to be growing. You need to be ahead of the pack. And podcasts are a great free way to learn and grow. And by the way, if you didn't know, the Worship Ministry Training Podcast has been around for 8 years now, and we've posted hundreds and hundreds of episodes that are all topical and will help you grow. They're practical and in-depth. So check out the Worship Ministry Training Podcast. I'll put a link below this video and you can subscribe to that and binge listen your way to a better worship ministry, absolutely free. But let's talk about the app, Pocketcast. Okay, I love this app because it's really easy to have an upcoming list. So you can just have all your upcoming lists. You can reorder the order of podcasts that you listen to. You can, let's see, new releases. Like if I wanted to add this one to my list, I can add it to the top or the bottom of my upcoming list. And I just really like the podcast app, Pocketcast. It's absolutely free. I should just show you which podcasts I like to listen to. Do you see them? Do you see them? Great. Okay. So Pocketcast is number 7. Number 8 app for worship leaders. My favorite note-taking app is called Bear. Now, looking back on things, I probably would have just stuck with the Apple Notes app. However, Bear is just a really clean and easy app to use. The only reason I don't like it is because they have these like markdown things. You can see the little H1 header here next to the title. I don't really love that, but it's going away in their next release. So hopefully by the time you watch this and download Bear, you can have a beautiful notes app that works really well. It works on Mac and your iOS device. Now, if you're on Android, I'd say my favorite notes app there is Evernote. So check out Evernote as well. It's 99 cents per month. Number 9 is called Tunable. This is the best tuner I've found. Tunable is a very, very precise tuner. You can see it is even tracking my voice. I guess I'm talking in the key of D. So there you go. Tunable is my favorite tuner, and it does have a metronome, but I'm actually going to recommend a different metronome, and I'll show you why. So the Tunable tuner is my favorite tuner. My favorite metronome is called Tempo Lite. It's this one here. This is our number 10 app for worship leaders, Tempo Lite. The reason I like Tempo Lite is because it's super easy to tap tempo. Tunable is not as easy for tap tempo. So I would encourage you to check out Tempo Lite. It's completely free and it does everything you need, and you can adjust the time signature here very easily as well. And our last but not least app for worship leaders, and this is what I use to warm up my voice. It's called, what is it called? It's called EverMusic Pro. So I think this is a couple dollars to buy, and I use this every Sunday when I get in my car and I warm up my voice. Okay, I use EverMusic Pro to warm up my voice on the way to church. It takes me about 5 minutes to warm up. It's super important to warm up your voice every Sunday that you are planning to sing, because you want to protect your voice, you want to strengthen your voice, and you want to sound and sing better. Okay, so warming up your voice, by the way, we do have a warm up in the Worship Ministry Training Academy that you can download to your phone and put in EverMusic Pro or whatever music app you like. By the way, you can try the Worship Ministry Training Academy for just $1 for 15 days, and you can get that warm up in there. So go to worshipministrytraining.com and you can try it for just $1. We also have a free portion of the Academy that's just open for commenting and chatting with other worship leaders. In fact, many of the apps on this list came from the free portion of the Worship Ministry Training Academy when I asked worship leaders, what are your favorite apps? So join us inside of the Academy. You can go to worshipministrytraining.com for the full access, or you can go to worshipministrytraining.com/free for the free access part of the Academy. So that's it for this video. Like and subscribe to this channel, and please send this video to 1 or 2 people that you think need to see it. Let me know in the comments what your favorite apps are. What did I miss? What should I include in the next roundup? So God bless you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.